Alright, hey guys, this is Vol, and gotta apologize to you StarCraft fans. I've been doing a lot of other stuff lately, and it's been a while since I put out any StarCraft Brood War, but now I am back, and I want to bring you a very special game. This replay showed up on Team Liquid, so thanks to whoever posted it. This is Leta versus, it says Hobang, but we actually know that this is Flash. So Leta is the orange Terran at the bottom right, and Flash is the purple Terran. Let me just check that one more time. Yeah, Flash is the purple Terran at the top left. And wow, these are two of my favorite Terrans, although being a Terran player myself, I have a lot of Terran favorites. Obviously Mind and Wash and even 5-Bit Hero are right up there, but recently Leta has been of real interest just because he was doing so well. He was just beating everybody up until that point in the OSL, I think it was. So it wasn't the MSL, I think it was OSL, where he lost to Luxury. And it seemed like he was steamrolling everybody, just outclassing them, outskilling them, no matter what the build order up until then. But then he got put in his place, and I think one astute comment that was made, I think it probably was by Fake Steve actually in the power rank, that once Leta came across a player that actually had the time to prepare against him and deal with him in an actual one-on-one individual league rather than in pro league, then you know, that's where he fell over. But don't count this guy out yet. He's showed some real amazing skill, and we'll see where he goes from here. This is Leta down here. We're looking like we're putting a barracks down. Notice, just for you guys not familiar with the matchup, you put your barracks over here just because it's a little bit closer to the other bases, so you can lift it off after you build a couple of Marines and float it around. In the meantime, taking a look at Flash, he's got his barracks right next to his command center, just in case Leta's gone for any kind of quick double barracks before supply depot in the center of the map and marches Marines over. This is just a little bit more of a defensive place to put the barracks, just in case that happens. He's, as we know, Flash is a monster macro player. He doesn't really want to be caught out by anything early on, so maybe that was the reasoning for him doing it. And here comes the SCV. Scouting, which direction? Not too sure. This is Flash's FCV, of course. Flash being purple, as we saw earlier. Flash is going, I think it looks like south, whereas Leta is headed over to the bottom left. So neither player will scout each other. Well, it's cross map, so neither player will scout his opponent very quickly. Straight into factory, of course. Typical Terran stuff. Looks like Leta's taken a single SCV off gas by the looks, and taking a look at Flash, he's even actually only got one SCV on gas, so both players looking to expand fairly quickly. And yeah, looks like it's going to be a pretty promising game. Hopefully we'll see a nice tactical macro game later on. Really like to see how well Leta actually stands up to his opponent, Flash, the monster macro Terran. In terms of macro, looks like Leta's got 2 Marines, any more third Marine on the way for Leta. And Flash has already lifted off his barracks, only having built a single Marine. So it looks like he's not going to be very heavy on the ground. He's just going to be relying on SCVs and so forth for defense. But saved up a lot for his command set. So this is going to be quite an early command set here from Flash. And in the meantime, Leta, as you can see, he's got 3 Marines. So he's not gone for his commander so quickly. He's also going for a quick Vulture. And he's got a little bit of extra gas there as well. So I think this could be a little bit of pressure we're seeing. I like this. Flash landing his barracks in the choke just to close it off a bit, make sure that the enemy is tunneled through a little bit, giving him a bit of time. Maybe he's actually spotted something out there which has caused him to believe that he'll need more Marines on the ground, and I think that's wise. Leta's 3 Marines taking quite a long time to make it across the map. That'll give Flash plenty of time to get enough forces to deal with it. Or will he actually? There's a Vulture already on the way. Flash has taken out a couple of kills so far, but he's half strength is Vulture, but oh, very nice, repairing the Vulture. That's what you need to do. And Vulture very close to death here, and oh, a Vulture trade. But unfortunately, it's Leta who actually has the upper hand here, but of course, Flash's next Marine is on the way. And Flash holding barely here, and Flash will have the advantage thanks to his earlier command center. I thought that the SV was going to put down a building of some kind, but no, scared away by the Vulture now. And an additional Vulture out there by Flash. Should be able to deal with this. That Vulture shouldn't cause too much trouble. What have we got in support? Only a single barracks breaking it up. And Leta's going to have to put down a command center here. We'll see what he does though. We've got 1 tank on the way. Not sure if he's got siege research. I don't believe that he has. And oh, a Wraith. So I missed this. He's gone for air, and let's take a look at Flash's base. Looks like he's only just putting down the armory now, so this is going to be a little bit of harassment that Leta's going to be able to achieve. I quite like that. It's a good way to sort of even things up, but of course he's got a lot of stuff to even up. That expansion is really going to put him ahead, and of course Leta only a third of the way. So here's the Wraith, targeting of course the SCV, trying to build the armory. So Flash quickly replaces that using the Marines. This is a good tip, by the way, in TVT. If you are nowhere near anything to stop Wraiths, no Goliaths, no missile turrets or anything, just send in your Marines. It's the best you can do it. At least it'll delay the Wraith, if not scare it away. And in this case, Flash has managed to scare this single Wraith away. Leta's got a second Wraith coming. Flash unable to do anything with his Vultures, of course, because of this tank guarding the expansion, I believe. The second tank's on the way. In fact, this is quite a good build here by Leta, because tanks and Wraiths, you've really got pressure on your opponent on both fronts. But that armory is up, so let's have a look at what's going on. Of course, Academy being constructed. Let's take a quick look. I don't think Leta has even bothered. Oh, he's got a dropship coming as well. That's very cool. I think the reason for the dropship is because we are playing on the map Othello, if I didn't point it out, and this location here is brilliant for dropping tanks. Every TVT player knows that, and I think Leta's going to give it a shot. He hasn't bothered to build cloaking. Good choice. I think that that Academy would have sorted that out pretty quickly. And of course, wow, Goliath. Range being upgraded there from Flash. Very interesting stuff. I'm not sure if he'll need it because Leta's really not committing to Wraiths. Interestingly enough, this is quite a high level of play we're seeing. Both players just changing their plans as soon as they know that they're about to be countered, and just trying to stay one step ahead of their opponent at every turn. This dropship is now ready with two tanks as we anticipated. Flash has got an SCV out in the middle of the map. I'm wondering if it'll intercept the dropship. Doesn't look like it will be able to. The trajectory is quite different. In the meantime, Leta just being very annoying with these Wraiths. About to lose them, but I think he's okay. Just trying to catch up here with gas. Flash still ahead in terms of economy, but this could well even it up. Notice this. That's beautiful. Landing the barracks in the way to prevent the Marines from actually moving over here and hitting the tanks, sieging them both up, and the only way, I repeat, the only way that Flash is going to be able to deal with this is to get dropships of his own and actually drop stuff on those tanks. That's going to be the only thing he can do. Possibly moving tanks of his own over here, but they're going to get shelled pretty badly. And that's why you see him adding a starport control tower there. So it's going to be a while before that is achieved. But now this is very nice, because Leta obviously is now going to be an expansion up, and it's going to be able to take the time to get back in the lead. Flash knows this, so Flash pushing out wisely. He knows that his opponent's tanks and Vultures, sorry, not Vultures, Wraiths, are camped out here next to his